I sometimes joke about it
Yeah.
that I mean, how sad is Indian comedy that I find hope in farming.
How sad is Indian comedy actually?
It's not actually. See, I mean, it's not bad at all. People are doing great work and making
Yeah.
super money. But all I think is that I think actively every comedian 1 hour in a day must be thinking of jokes he cannot do or she
Yeah.
cannot do.
Yeah.
Because things are in such great scrutiny right now, and people just need a reason to hate on comedians. So that is kind of there, like uh, it puts you in doubt all the time.
Yeah.
About, is this a joke I should put out? Is it insensitive? Is it? And actually, a joke for a comedian, as one of the comedians I really like, Ricky Gervais, has said this, that stand-up comedy and jokes are something that it's a unique perspective on a situation that a comedian has. It's not a look into his soul, or it's not the person that they are. It's just the opinion or the quirky joke that they have to get on the table right now. So yeah, I also think that if people start understanding that comedy is about just getting a unique perspective and getting a laugh and a joke, and it's not about insulting or putting someone's culture, religion, idea, likes, dislikes down.
Yeah.
But we'll take time to get to there. I think it's getting, I mean, actually though it's getting worse, but hopefully there'll be some semblance of what people can say and what people want to say.
Have you found this entire process to be exhausting?
No, I just feel that, I mean, if I didn't move to Pondicherry and if I didn't figure out, that I need to apply my mind towards, say, agriculture or farming, I would have probably felt a little less relaxed about these things. But from the way I see it, from the time I've been on the internet, there clearly seems to be something or the other going on with the government and independent voices. So I'm not tired or anything, and I'm not surprised also with the things that they're doing. But yeah, I can understand how this can impact many people in a very negative, kind of downward spiral kind of way.
One could argue also that there have been several comedians who sort of avoid all of the jokes that might cause controversy. And it's possible to just write entire sets about airline food and how Indians like to travel overseas and what grandmothers are like and just be able to run a completely rocking business, make a lot of money. Have you ever had that day where you're like, dude, why am I doing this?
No, actually, never. I think that I always take inspirations from comedians who live similar lives. One of them is Doug Stanhope, and he's clearly a kind of comedian who will tell you that the life you lead is the art you create. It's not the other way around. It's not the art you create doesn't lead you to a life you want to live. So, like, he lives in Bisbee, Arizona. Like, it's way off. No New York, no LA, nothing's close. And he lives out of there, and that's why he's so fresh. His observations are pretty much, on point. And that's why he's unique. And the comedian you just mentioned right now is a comedian who's having the same experience any other comedian is. Mother-in-law, flight food, flight, Air India, grandmother, Uber, Ola. Yeah, these are kind of, but this is the life that they're leading. This is the interaction that they're having with society. So that's why that's the material that they're creating. And they are shying away from creating political content. I don't know, you can't blame them. Like, for example, if there's a comedian who used to work in a corporate, right? Had the security, had the money, could everything. Now he's here. And here, see, corporate, at least you get a 2 month notice period. Here, when you are.
Cancel you, then nobody gives you a 2 month.
I would not call it cancel, I would call it sacked. You're almost sacked out of your.
Yeah.
You say one thing which is off, you're sacked. And that fear they live with, and it's very visible in the work that they do. Because as a comedian, when you see that, oh, there was an angle to do this sort of a joke here, right there, he must have thought of it, but then edited it out.
The chilling effect, we call it in journalism.
Yeah, for sure, there is that, for sure. And that's not even there in just comedians. You can see it in across art. If you see all the OTT sort of, things that are getting made which are critical of our structure. They're only critical of our structure from before 2014. Right? There'll be that scam 1992 or scam something or some book which is written during the criticizing the Congress regime. Any show made in Bihar is actually just clearly just criticism of the Congress, because there was the Congress and the RJD and JDU present there most of the time. So these all are very calculated things that recently I saw a movie. I can't remember the movie, but the filmmaker went out of his way to tell you that the story is based before 2014. And that was very simple, but just by showing a 1,000 rupee note on the table. So, and I could see it why he does that, so that nobody can, troll or.
Yeah.
Because any series that has kind of tried to talk about the JNA issue or anything which is current, oh my god, the executives on Netflix, Amazon, all the OTT guys must be really scared.